If, like me, you like to record your video on your smartphone and edit it on your tablet, LumaFusion and Filmic Pro working with a network drive just got easier. I'll show you how. Bill Booz, and this is Photography and Technology Tools. Recently, two great video-related apps got updates, Filmic Pro and LumaFusion. These updates coincided with the announcement of the Western Digital SSD drive, wireless network SSD drive. But I was thrilled to learn that the updates also worked with the Western Digital My Passport Pro drive that I have. It's still a spinning drive, and I can use these two apps with that drive. So that was a real nice surprise. First, Filmic Pro. Filmic Pro now lets you identify under its devices menu a target archive, a wireless network drive, onto which it will automatically, as you save the files as you complete a video recording, it'll save them out to that drive, or you can save them out manually. But the key thing is it doesn't save it to your camera roll. When this was first announced and I tried it, it seemed to work, but I understand that the Filmic Pro team is having some problems with this working correctly with at least my iPhone 7 Plus, with that genre of phone. I look forward to their resolving that, as I know they will. They're a great team. But LumaFusion 1.5 does work. With LumaFusion 1.5, you now can have a wireless network drive as an import source. So before you were able to import things from iCloud, from Box, from different cloud services, but now you can import them from the WD My Passport drives, whether it's the SSD or the Pro drive as I have. And the beauty of that is that when you import the video clips that are on the drive into LumaFusion, they're not going into your camera roll. So this is huge as far as saving space on your device, because what would happen before is if you recorded video on your smartphone, in my case I'm using an iPhone, and then you transferred that to your iPad, or just let it transfer automatically through the cloud, through Photos and the iCloud syncing, then it was on both devices, so it was still taking up space on the iPhone. Now, since I can transfer it to the My Passport drive, and I can use my little SanDisk iExpand drive until Filmic Pro team gets this working with Filmic Pro, or I can just copy it over to the hard drive from the Photos app as well. So then I go to LumaFusion and I import it into my project that I'm working on. It's not in the camera roll, and so therefore it's not being migrated, sent back up to the cloud and coming down to my iPhone again. So it frees up that space in the iPhone. But the nice thing is this is easily transferred from the drive. Now, interestingly enough, I can also do the same thing with the iExpand drive, the SanDisk iExpand drive. When I plug that into my iPad, I can import using LumaFusion right from that drive. So LumaFusion added not only the Western Digital drives, but also the SanDisk drive. So, and other network drives as well. I've just never tested any of them, or wireless network drives. So this new capability doesn't really change my workflow very much at all. It just makes it a little bit easier and a little bit more portable, that I talked about in my last Photography, Technology and Technology Tools episode. But how does it work? In LumaFusion, you just go to the imported dialog, imported menu instead of Photos, and click on the three dots to bring up the sources list. And the source you want is in my case, it's going to have the name I've given my drive. It would have the name you've given it, or the default name of that drive. Click on that and then navigate to the folder where my files are, and then select the files I want to import, and simply start the import process by clicking on the little import icon. And then they're on my iPad in the LumaFusion list of imported sources, and I can use those as I do regularly. It's as easy as that. So this is a great boon to portability in editing on mobile. And I encourage you, if you have any sort of wireless network drive, that you give it a try and see if it works. If it doesn't, then you know it works with the Western Digital drives and also with the SanDisk drive. Thank you very much for checking in on this episode of Photography and Technology Tools. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.